If you are a conservative or a business in New York City, get out now before it's too late. One gun manufacturer is saying, I'm out of here. After 200 years, Remington closes up shop in New York, heads for a more welcoming red state. That's what I've got for you today, so let's dig right in. One of the most fascinating, infuriating idioms on the left is their utter inability to think more than a single step, even if that. To the left, every issue can be solved with some sort of emotional outburst or half-baked plan, irrespective of any potential consequences 3 or 4 steps down the road. And a few examples makes that clearer than the left's never-ending crusade against the Second Amendment. That is why Remington has finally had enough and saying goodbye after 200 years. Smartest thing they could ever do. To the far left, getting rid of guns will somehow stop all the wanton murder in the country. And all you hear is from these idiot left liberals that Joe Biden signed the greatest piece of gun legislation ever. How has that stopped murders and gun crimes in this country? How's that working out for you? Now, if you were to say that getting rid of unjust murder in America was your ultimate end goal in its and of itself, that's a pretty perfectly noble, if not naive, goal. The issue is that the left has utterly convinced itself that the only way to stop murder on a meaningful level in this country is to outlaw guns. Well, all they're doing is harassing perfectly law-abiding citizens. What's it do for the criminals? Nothing, except tells them there's no guns around here. You're not allowed to use guns, but criminals don't listen to laws. This should go without saying, but harassing law-abiding citizens and outlawing guns will do less than nothing to deter a criminal element. Just look at the frequency and size of shootings in states with restrictive gun laws. But apart from the inefficiency of the left's solution to America's issues, they are also incapable of thinking on a more macro level. Do you know what happens when you spend ceaseless breath attacking someone's integrity, character, and propose in the society on a daily basis? That someone will tend not to like you very much. That's exactly the iconic Rem Arms, the current iteration of the historic Remington Arms Company and one of the most recognizable and largest gun manufacturers in the country. They have decided to do this with one of their facilities in New York. It's Ilion, which is a village in Herkimer County, New York. I don't really care if I spelled it right or not, because New York is the biggest failed state next to California and Chicago, probably about the equal amount of failure because they're Democrat-run states. They'll be losing this facility in March of 2024, according to letters sent to union leaders. And you know what kind of big deal this is, but it's also going to have people laid off, unfortunately. So Remington Arms is excited to expand our facilities in Georgia. The auto reply email stated, before adding that the Peach State not only welcomes businesses, but enthusiastically supports and welcomes companies in the firearm industry. So this is what happens when you're an idiot Democrat-run state. That the first thing that happens when a shooting happens is, let's take the guns away. But when a car accident happens and it kills people, it's not, let's take the cars away. It's the same theory. What needs to happen is they need to go after the illegal guns, the criminals, the gang members, closing the borders down where all the illegal weapons are coming through from the cartels now that Biden has it wide open. But these idiot Democrats don't see it that way. They think making another law is going to make the criminals go, oh my God, there's a law. We can't do this no more. And this is the way the liberals think too, because they're so brainwashed they can't think for themselves. But if it's you idiots, look, most of the guns that have been used in crimes are illegal guns, gotten illegally somehow. This is never going to change until we conservatives change it. And again, like my other videos, I will tell you, you need to get out and vote in this next election coming up in 2024. It's so important we do not lose this country. And keeping Democrats in here, we are going to lose this country. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be watching this story and many other ones because every day is another issue with the Biden administration. As you probably have heard, that James Comer of the Oversight Committee has just released some more bank records showing direct payments to Joe Biden coming from a company that's receiving money from China and countries across the globe, and the direct payments go to Joe Biden. So this is just on top of everything else with the failures of the Democrats, the corruption that's going on. What else is there to do? We need to start seeing some action. And the Republican Party is weak on action. They have enough to impeach Joe Biden, which nothing will happen. Even though there's proof out there, God amount of proof, if the House does impeach Joe Biden, the Senate Democrats will not. And with all the evidence, and the Democrats do not impeach him, it also shows their corruption, because they can control that demented old fool. But leave any questions or comments below. Share my videos with your friends and family. Get them to follow me on Rumble at Chasu, CHASU. We got to get my videos out there. You got to get them to everybody to show how corrupt and all the corruption that's going on in the DC and all over the place. But this corruption's got to stop. It's got to be brought to light. And this is how I'm doing my part and trying to get it out there. So let me know what you guys think. Leave questions or comments below. As soon as I get some more information on this story or any others, you know I'll get it out to you. So in the meantime, this has been The Talking Point with the Country Conservative. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you next time.